Britain's defense secretary saying the UK and its allies will send Ukraine more lethal aid, including long-range artillery and other weapons, to defend the coastline. It comes as Ukraine is telling the U.S. its biggest priority right now is getting more attack and reconnaissance drones, as both the Ukrainian and Russian militaries are turning heavily to new kinds of deadly drone strikes in this war. Tom Foreman is out front.
Beneath the roar of missile strikes and artillery blasts, evidence of another deadly threat has appeared. So-called loitering munitions or kamikaze drones, brought by the Russians to hit hard behind Ukrainian lines.
The terror aspect of these weapons is a significant psychological factor on the battlefield.
Unlike massive military drones, which fly hundreds of miles an hour over vast distances, often to drop missiles and return home, loitering munition drones are small, slow, and disposable. The Switchblade 300, for example, weighs less than 6 pounds and can be carried in a backpack. Launched quickly and easily, it will cruise at about 60 miles an hour for 15 minutes while onboard cameras and GPS hunt for nearby enemy assets. Once a target is spotted and the command is given, the drone can sprint up to 100 miles an hour, dive, and explode on impact. But as the battle has raged, military analysts say the Ukrainians, who have such drones too, have turned the tables on the Russians, using them to much more deadly effect.
My personal guess is that probably about 20 to 30% of the kills that the Ukrainians are registering against Russian armor and against other Russian entities is probably due to their very successful employment of these drones.
According to analysts, kamikaze drones fit perfectly with the small, fast-moving squads favored by the Ukrainians. The weapons are hard to detect and can penetrate positions miles away. Several systems of varying size, speed, and capability appear to be in use, and the United States is committing to boost the Ukrainian effort with 100 of those Switchblade systems.
Which demonstrates our commitment to sending our most cutting-edge systems to Ukraine for its defense.
It's fascinating to watch this, Tom, and to see, kamikaze drones, and all of a sudden you find the importance of them in this war. Yesterday I was talking to a Ukrainian soldier. It was fascinating. He's on the front lines in an intel unit. So he was saying, well, we use drones to go out and to spot Russians and to be able to find out where they are. But they use drones to find us, and then we have to try to escape because they use the drones to locate us to kill. But this kamikaze drones that you're talking about, they're deadly, but also, it seems from your reporting, very inexpensive and easy to operate. That combination is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it absolutely is. What we are watching, Aaron, is no less than the real-time evolution of warfare. This is a huge change as we move forward. Think about this. These things are really doing what has not been possible before, which is essentially to send a munition in and have it just wait till you're ready to drop it on an opportunistic target out there. This is a very big deal. It is a step toward robotic warfare, which we've talked about, and that doesn't even bring up the possibility, which is being discussed now. What happens when you coordinate 20 or 30 or 40 of these flying in formation as a swarm or a constellation? What can you do with that? This is something to keep an eye on, not just for this battle and this conflict, but moving forward. It is a real game changer.
As you said, the evolution of war in real time. Tom, thank you very much for that special report.